They did post that one on Reddit, but it got downvoted out of the sub. No way. Can you downvote something so much it gets deleted? Huh. Wargaming really listening to player feedback, I guess. Okay, let's see. You can, and they pulled it off. Imagine posting a new ship line and it's so poorly received by the community that it gets removed from the community page for being so downvoted. I've never seen that before. That's like a world first for wargaming. That's incredible. Wow. Like they're really reaching new grounds here. I don't even know how you pull that off. But let's see what they've done to pull this off. The Pan American Cruiser branch and American Tier 9 battleship Illinois have been added to the game for testing. The Tick 3 branch of Pan American light cruisers will be added to the game for the upcoming closed test session. Branch features, okay. Good rate of fire, but weak armor and a small supply of HP. A repair party that restores 50% of the damage taken to the Citadel. Okay, that's kind of Royal Navy healish. Without the super heal, I guess. Access to Hydro from Tier 4. The ships are also equipped with torpedoes from Tier 4 with average characteristics. I don't know what average means these days. I don't know what Wargaming's idea of average is in 2022. My idea of average torps is maybe like on a cruiser, maybe like 4 to 6k range. 6k is 4 to 6k range, about 60 knots, and fairly like maybe 13k damage or something. That's my idea maybe of average, but I don't know what theirs is because like a lot of their average numbers have been insane and slow torpedoes that do over 70 knots and shit like that. It's like what the fuck. Which can be used as a last-ditch defense if enemy ships come too close, or you can just YOLO them. What? Well, I mean, torpedoes have multiple uses. Availability of a fighter beginning at Tier 5. 6, 8, 9, and 10 have the option to replace it with spotter, but Tier 7 does not. Oh, it doesn't have either. Okay. In Tier 6, the ships have flat ballistics to make it easier to hit enemies at long distances, and there's also a choice between Hydro and defensive AA fire in one slot. Yeah, imagine if defensive AA did something, then people would use it. I recently posted a vid on my YouTube where we watched the Des Moines running defensive AA, parked next to a carrier and parked next to me in a Stalingrad, and everyone's sector reinforced, and the carrier still tortured the Des Moines. And then they wonder why people are not running defensive AA anymore. Tier 6, the ships can use combat instructions. Oh no, they're gimmicking them as well? They're giving a funny button. What? Mechanically, they work similarly to the combat instructions available to super ships, but they have different requirements and bonuses. Oh, wait, what? Tier 6 funny button? Ships of Tier 7 and up also have the repair party, which restores more HP. Wait, Tier 7 gets the heal. We've been begging this company to give Tier 7 cruisers and Tier 8 cruisers heal because they get so tortured if they don't have it. And now they release a whole new line that has it. Jesus. What the fuck? How is this fair to like the light American cruisers though currently in the game? The repair party starts at Tier 2. What? Oh, you're right. The repair party restores 50% of the damage taken. Oh shit! So they get what the fuck? Wow! Every other cruiser in the game has been begging for this feature, and now they give it to the new line, and I guess it's a super heal at Tier 7 onwards? Jesus. Interesting. In order to activate combat instructions, Pan-American cruisers need to fire off a certain number of salvos in which a specific number of shells must hit the targeted ship. For example, Tier 10 cruiser San Martin needs to fire 5 salvos to activate combat instructions, but it will only activate it if 8 of the shells fired in those 5 salvos hit the target. 8? Is that supposed to be a challenge? Doesn't it have a shit ton of guns? So out of 5 salvos, you need to land 8 shells. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Please note that in order for a salvo to count towards combat instructions, you need to use volley fire, double click. Sequential fire and single fire do not work. Oh, they're gonna spaghetti code break something with this, aren't they? Guaranteed they're gonna break something with the artillery with this. There's no way they can add this much new spaghetti to the big pasta they already have without completely breaking something with the artillery. Absolutely guaranteed they're gonna break something with this. This is gonna be, I think, a shit show. Like, the artillery is already in such a state. Now they try to add something this complicated to this engine. I suspect this will not go over well. Once activated, combat instructions provide the cruisers with a temporary bonus to the armor penetration off capabilities of their HE shells. Okay, please, Wargaming, just you have an entire branch in Europe. You have an entire branch in fucking NA that do nothing but speak English every day of their lives. Can you not just email them a draft of this fucking text and have someone read through, like anyone there, like have the fucking janitor or an NA read through the shit, and you will end up with a better text than we fucking have now. No offense to the janitor, absolutely no offense, but literally that any intern reading through this would already fucking improve this. Or just any of your fucking community managers. Isn't that why they are there, to communicate between the developers and the fucking community? That's why a community manager is there. So why not have them read through this? With the temporary bonus through the armor pen of the HE shells. And the ship's maneuverability, such as maximum speed, acceleration, and rudder shift time. This is guaranteed gonna break something in the game. If you activate combat instructions on San Martin with the commander who has learned the skill, IFHE, you will be able to penetrate... Of course you will. Oh no. All the light cruisers struggling with the heavy cruisers and with 50mm plating. Create the problem, sell the solution. Create the problem, sell the solution. 50mm pen and heals at low tier. Everything the other cruisers have been asking for. Here we fucking go. Lamar. The conditions for activating combat instruction for these new ships are more challenging than for super ships, but at the same time they provide quite a significant bonus to the ship's characteristics. Is it really though? You need to land 8 shells with 5 full volleys on a light cruiser. More magic spells though. Like they're really taking this magic spell thing and they're running with it. Like in the past, the magical spell gave you better penetration on the guns, but now the magical pen will somehow make your HE shells pen more armor. Why wouldn't the guns always use that shell if they're fighting a target that needs it? More better speed, better acceleration, better rudder shift. I guess they're turning the fucking wheel faster if you press the magic spell. Like, this is just giga dumb. Like, the game is just moving away further and further from what made the game great. They're just moving further and further away from it with this magical spell shit. It's 8 out of 10 shells in a salvo and you need 5 of those. No, it's not, Schreiber. That's not what they wrote at all. Tier 10 cruiser San Martin needs to fire 5 salvos to activate combat instructions, but it will only activate if 8 shells fired in those 5 salvos hit the target. Or is this a... It is. Oh, Devblog is not accurate. Once again, Wargaming, can you please send this to your fucking NA and EU community managers and have them read through the text so what you're actually trying to communicate is actually being communicated. That's why you hired them. That's why they fucking exist. Jesus. So, you need to land 8 shells. And how many guns does it have? Does it have 10 guns? Then you need to land 8 out of 10 5 times. I guess, does it every salvo that lands that many counts as 1? So you get multiple attempts to do it. I doubt it resets the entire progress. It doesn't need to be 5 in a row, but it needs to be add up to 5 salvos. I checked Russian version, it's 8 per salvo. Okay. Well, good thing the Russian devblog exists so we can proofread what's being filtered to the rest of the world. Dispersion will be dispersion. Yep, that's going to be really fun. You know what's going to be really fun? You need your speed boost or something to dodge torpedoes, and you're 4 out of 5 salvos, and then you shoot at the target and all your shells land in the water and you don't get your special magical spell, and then you eat torpedoes and get them struck. That's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I can already see a lot of fun features with this shit. Oh no. I can already see a lot of fun features. So Lesta is still the actual dev studio and everyone else is still getting the hand-me-downs. That's what it looks like, actually. Imagine planning around an RNG aspect to not get dev struck, right? Imagine building an entire ship around the gunnery RNG. Oh boy. Can't dodge torpedoes out of mana. Oh no. World of Warships 2022 really fucking, oh no. Really? Jesus. Okay, that is pretty dented, not gonna lie. Holy shit, that's a lot of superstructure. Like, remember, chat, if you ever feel underappreciated in life, if you ever feel that your work is not being respected or appreciated, remember that there are actual developers out there who are forced to model tiers 1 to 5 in World of Warships, when what the marketing department does is basically hand out the tier 6 for free and monetize the fuck out of all the higher tiers, so everyone skips all the low tiers and never actually plays them. So if you ever feel underappreciated, remember there's people who spent a lot of hours, work and sweat on creating these things and no one fucking plays them ever. Thank you, Delici, for the 5 months. For low tier arts, yep. Almirante Barroso. They look really cool. It really feels like loading your special move in fighting games. Yep. It does look like the USS Albany. Vicente Guerrero. This looks kind of like that Dutch thing, doesn't it? Celebes, yeah. Are these all copy paste? This is the Albany, this is the Celebes. What is the Cordoba? Looks kind of emerald? Wait, can we actually look at, let's say, does it look like an emerald? Are these all pastas? Wait, let's camo. Let's fucking, where's my camo? Hello, can I turn it off? some features of it. I think it's more like Dana, actually. Oh yeah, this fuck. What's with all these? Hello. Look at the anchors. Look at the nose. The double anchors and the set up here, and then look at this. This is very much Dana. I think it's without this part. No, wait. It's actually wow. It's wait. Is it entirely copy pasta? Very copy pasta. What about the tower? Oh shit! It's they added the clock. Ah, no one had. Never mind. No one had to model the low ships after all. No need. Never mind. La Argentina. Okay, what the hell is this thing? Wait, so this is tier 5 ship with 6 forward-facing guns. This one is original, or at least these parts are. So wait, this thing has 6 forward-facing guns and a heel at tier 5. Huh. Interesting. And is there a turret back here as well? And torps. Almirant, holy schnows. Holy schnows. That's a lot of schnows. Almirante Cochrane. Good lord, that's a lot of schnows. This looks very Italian, yeah. Abruzzi? You think? Wait, I don't. Which tier? Abruzzi was tier 7? It was tier 7. Is it Duca or Abruzzi? Oh, it's kind of. Is it Duca with stretched nose? Or more Abruzzi? Oh, it's maybe more Abruzzi. Abruzzi with Duca guns? They wrote it's mostly copy pasta. It's interesting to see where the models come from. Yeah, the smokestacks look very similar. The tower looks very similar as well. Oh, it's actually... Oh yeah, it's totally this model. This is totally the model. This is... Man, this fucking port is so awful for everything. Where's my fjords? Oh fuck, they took my fjords! Oh, you assholes. They really took my fjords. Wow. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at everything here. The smokestacks and the model in general. Look at it. It's an Abruzzi with Duca guns. It's an Abruzzi with Duca guns. Pan-American cruiser Bolognese. Okay, Bolognese. That's a lot of broadside and that's a lot of superstructure. Interesting. Is it just a Fiji? No way are all these fucking things just pastas. No way are all of them just pastas, right? Oh, fuck, it's totally looks like it. Hello? Wait, what angle? It's like this angle. They removed these, the life rafts. What about the nose? It's pretty similar. There are some tweaks, though. There are some tweaks. Let me actually look at this area here. It's similar. There's some changes. More like Mysore? What nationality was Mysore? Here we go. Oh! Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, you're right. No, you're right, you're right, you're right. It's more like Mysore. The single smokestack, everything about this design. Bridge is different. It's slightly different, but it's clearly built on this. I feel like they just cobbled. They take two pieces, like they took Abruzzi and Duca, and now they took like Fiji and Mysore, and they like kind of cobbled them together. So they don't actually have to create much new content at all. They just they're playing with Legos. They're playing with, like, when we were kids, you know, when we put Legos together and we built our fucking fantasy cars and shit. That's kind of what they're doing to this game right now. They're building their fucking fantasy ships right now. But this is a real ship. Bolognese, isn't it? Wait. Coronel Bolognese. Isn't it a real ship? Yeah, it was a Fiji-class light cruiser. Fiji-class light cruiser in the service of the Peruvian Navy. Sold Fiji, yeah. Ignacio Allende. Oh, that's Worcester turrets. Is this a Cleveland with Worcester turrets? Or is this just a Worcester with Worcester turrets? Is it the Helena with Worcester turrets? Maybe. Two stacks. Yeah, it kind of looks... we need to get rid of this gorgeous camo, though, sadly. I love this camo. It looks so fucking good. I think it's a Helena hull. What's the angle? It's a kind of... Superstructure is different, though. Thank you, Scarheart. Appreciate the 50. And thank you, Delici, for the 5 months. It's missing the third turret. Yeah, it's Worcester. It's clearly Worcester turrets, though. That's what they've slapped on it. Those you can see. You can spot them from anywhere. Look at them. You see this? The shape of the Worcester turrets. It's very clearly Worcester turrets. Santander. Holy shit. What hull is this? What fucking hull is that? Is it Seattle hull? Oh yeah, I mean, it might be Seattle hull. Longer Vallejo? Vallejo? Could it be? Not quite. Those are Worcester turrets with 3 guns. That's a lot of schnoz and a lot of freeboard. This one is longer. Yeah, it's like stretched out. They all have Worcester superstructure? It kind of looks like the Seattle superstructure. What about Worcester? Oh, it kind of looks like that as well. Yeah, okay, yeah. Look at the superstructure. Look at the shape of the superstructure. Look at everything, this entire part, actually. Look at, you see this thing and this all. Look at this. And then look at this. They just removed the funnel. They just removed the funnel. But it's pretty clear pasta. It's pretty clear pasta, this. And the turrets are identical, just they just added a gun. A lot of recycling with this line. A lot of recycling. San Martin looks... Wait, this looks exactly like a Worcester. This looks even more like a Worcester. Are you kidding me? This is the same. This is everything the same. Even the AA gun, no, the AA guns have been moved. They've added more guns. You see, these two are next to each other, whereas here there's a gap. So they kind of added one and set it here, and added one and set it here, but everything else is the same. Just very long. Longer, bigger booster. We'll skip the low tiers, except of course the part where this thing actually, does it really have, yeah, it has a heal. Tier 2 with a heal. Interesting. Let's see. Tier 5 is when we start actually carrying. 24k health. 3x 352, firing range 14.5. Isn't that really good for tier 5? A long ass reload. But it's tier 5 though. Very good range for this tier though. What the fuck? Torpedo tubes 2x3. Wait, what? 16k damage, 8 km range, 61 knot speed, 1.3 detectability. At tier 5. These are better torpedoes than DD torpedoes. How is this? What? Didn't they say average? Torpedoes with average characteristics. Average characteristics. On what fucking planet is this average characteristics? Like, what the... Okay, look. I just want a tier 5. Destroyer, all. Torpedoes. Damage. What was the damage on those? 15.9k. So only the John Wayne, the Deepwater torps, had more damage. But these things have 8 km range as well. So they got better range. Same fucking speed as these. What was it? 61 knots? What was the fucking speed here? 61 knots. And reload 72. So they're among the best torps among torpedo boats. They're among the best torps of fucking torpedo boats. Like, if you exclude the Deepwater torpedoes, they are objectively the best torpedoes. Objectively the best torpedoes. Oh yeah, 15.9, 8 km, 61. So if you ignore the Deepwaters that have shit range, they have the same range, better damage, better concealment, and 18-second faster reload. What? What about cruiser torps? Agano? So they're among up here. But all of these have terrible reloads in comparison. And it's faster than all their torps. It's 61. It's among... These are easily among the best torpedoes in the game at the tier. How is that... I don't understand Wargaming's idea of average anymore. Because every time they say something is average, I always get worried. Because their idea of average and my idea of average is so fucking opposite. Like, it's so fucking opposite. These are easily among the best torpedoes at the tier. They're not fucking average. No AA, standard for the tier. Wait, the tier 5. 30 knots, turning circle, surface 9.5 surface. What? Isn't that like... This thing can almost stealth torp as well. Okay. That's a really strong tier 5. What? That's a really stealthy... Huang Ham Perfor sneak as well, they are. But they don't have fucking 14.5 km range. Interesting. Almirante Cochrane. Okay. 14.5 range. 8-second reload. Oh, you get the gimmick here. 20% HE shell armor pen. Vehicle speed 10%. Duration 1 minute. 1? Number of hits per salvo needed for salvo to be taken into account 5. So you need 5 out of 8. 10% vehicle speed. Oh, okay. Oh, they get plain ASW as well. I love how all the new light cruisers get plain ASW, but all the old light cruisers have ship-based ASW. What a fucking coincidence. Truly. Funny how the Wooster and Minotaur, they gotta have ship-based ASW. But all the new ones, the fucking Brisbane and apparently this entire line, they can get plane-based ASW just fine. Like, what? Did Wooster have ship-based or did it have... Oh, Wooster has planes. It was Minotaur who had none. It was Minotaur who had none, and then there was something else that also had none. What does ASW mean? Anti-submarine warfare. Basically, depth charges. Hindi... Yeah, well, Hindi is long forgotten by wargaming. Venezia, long forgotten as well. Come on, don't bring up Germans. Come on, wargaming and German ships. Come on. Hinden is a heavy cruiser and absolutely should not have ship-based ASW because it makes no fucking sense, but it's German, so you expect wargaming to give a shit? Nevsky? Nevsky is a light cruiser, don't forget, it's the light cruiser line. Don't confuse them. Okay, let's see. Maximum damage. Okay, torpedoes again. 15.9, 8 km range. Okay, same torps. Interesting. AA, 1 flak. No real DPM, can't do shit. 34.8 knots. Okay, wait, hold on. So this thing does 34.8 times speed flag times gimmick button. Thank you, Imperator Danny. Wait, tier 6 cruiser that does 40 knots has a conceal of about 9 kilometers and... Wait, what the fuck? Oh, and it has these torps as well. Is that the fastest tier 6 cruiser? I think it might be. Is it? Let's see, cruiser, general. Oh, it's faster than Emile Bertin. Emile Bertin has speed booster, doesn't it? Or do that? But it's hilariously fast. Oh, it doesn't? It doesn't. It gets speed flag though, which pushes it to about the same speed. But I want to highlight that Emile Bertin has a 12.2 km conceal. This thing has a 9.9 base. That's 2.3 km worse conceal. Wait, no, this is tier 5. Is there anything at tier 6 that matches it? Tier 6? Oh, nothing comes close tier 6. Nothing comes close tier 6. And if the closest is the Huang He, but that thing has that has like the same conceal, but that thing is hilariously slow. So nothing really comes close here. Is there anything that comes close? No, not really. That's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. What was the range? 14.5. How good is this at this tier? It sits right here. Poor Dallas, man. Poor Dallas, man. Holy shit. Oh no. Most likely a big mistake. Most likely a big fucking mistake. The ground speed speed boost can do 40. Okay. That's insane though. 40 knots tier 6 cruiser coming at you with hydro and heal. Like, is it... How fast are the DDs at this tier? Wait, how fast are the fucking DDs at this tier? What? Oh no. Okay. Cool. That's a pretty cool that's a pretty cool experience. Okay, that's a pretty cool experience for sure. Fucking wow. This fucking thing comes at you, have fun. Okay. Oh no. An American Colonel Bolognese. Okay. 3x352, 15.4 km range. That's basically exactly Fiji range, I think. So very much a Fiji in terms of guns, except it has HE, of course. 8-second reload. Has anyone calculated the DPM of these things? 25% HE pen. And also 10% speed again. Dude, these things literally get built in IFHE. That's pretty insane. Reload time, DC airstrikes, sorry, depth charges, plane, ASW, 6 km range, same as Ohio. Ohio has 6 as well, don't ask me why. Drops 1 bomb for 3.4k, that's very little indeed. Same torps. Okay, now the torps are starting to get average. This is, but they weren't average at tier 5, but now they're starting to average out the higher tier we go. Okay, secondaries. How's AA? Only 2 flag. Very little continuous. Actually, a lot of mid-range, which is nice, but probably not going to be enough. Wait, where did the speed go? Holy speed collapse. So concealment dropped, speed dropped, and you can't run spotter plane anymore. Interesting. Thank you, Asto3, for the 11. 36 at best. I mean, it's still faster than many of them, but that's a pretty big nerf. And also, no, the range, the concealment went down, and no spotter plane anymore. Is this the one they want you to free XP or something? We'll see. We'll see. Specialized repair team, though. Duration time, 20 seconds. HP per second, 220. Wait. How much is this? You run 20 seconds. And heal flag. 5k a pop. 3, but with superintendent 4. So you can heal about 20k worth. That's not bad. That's not bad sustain. Is the US fast BB heal? No, it's not. It's 80 seconds. It's standard heal. Fast heal is 40. Yeah. Ignacio Allende. 38.6. Okay, health pool, big boost. Huge boost. 38.6. We're closing in on Zhao numbers here, boys. 25mm plating, 30-second fires. 4x 252, 15.9 range. 8-second reload on 8 guns. At this tier. Has anyone calculated the DPM? Now I'm starting to get interested in the DPM because 8 guns with 8-second reload at tier 8 is starting to sound shit. It's starting to sound very oof. This is starting to sound like really shit DPM. Okay, same built-in IFHE, vehicle speed, the magical spell. Required shots 5. Need to land... Oh, number of hits per salvo needed for salvo to be counted. 6 out of 8. Interesting. Because this other one was 6 out of 9. This is steeper, getting 6 out of 8 for it to count. Airstrike. Oh, airstrike gets a big buff though. 2 bombs for 4.2k. That's a big strike. And you get 2 available flights. Good arcs. Torpedoes. Damage boost. Range stays the same, speed stays the same. Wait, why has the torpedo detectability gone down? That makes no sense. Wargaming originally stated that they tied torpedo... Well, okay, Wargaming stated. Whatever. But the core concept of torpedoes is the faster the torpedo, the worse detect. The faster and harder hitting the torpedo, the worse detect. But here we have a torpedo that got faster and does more damage, but somehow got stealthier. That goes against everything they... No, the IGN, they also, the more range you have, the worse detect. That's why, for example, IGN 20 km torps are the worst torps in the game, because they have 2.5 km detect. Because they hit hard and they have insane range, so the detection is awful on them. You can spot them from the moon. But, like, goes against what they said once upon a time. I know. Okay, fair. Thank you, Dark Law, for the 64. Fair enough. Still, that's very strange. That's just playing with numbers for the sake of playing with numbers. That's not consistency. I don't like that. AA, 5 flak. With 6.9 km range, 5 flak. Okay. This might be better AA than what the Des Moines has. Interesting. 33 speed. Shit mid-range. Yep. But it has long range, and this is much better AA than what the... This is much better AA than what Des Moines gets, though. Turning circle 660. 12.6 rudder. What do we end up with? You can slot concealment module at this point, so you slot concealment, you spec concealment. 10.2. 10.2, and you do what? 30, oops, you do 33 knots. You slot speed flag, you prop gimmick. Thank you, Richmond, for the 59. Remember, that means you can't go lower than 6.9 on air detect, provided your AA is on, yes. But it's not going to go lower anyway, so. So what do you get? Damage control. Specialized repair. Okay. Wait, now we're starting to get some serious healing because of the health pool. Remember, Specking Survivability Expert is going to boost your healing as well. Still, 270 times 20 times 6.5k pop. Still, it's a tier 8 with heal, so that's good. 5k hydro. Spotter. Standard. Fair enough. So I basically need to catch a mid to close range target that allows me to farm it for 40% travel time, seconds with over 70% accuracy. Roughly, Hammerald. That's not going to happen. Yeah, the gimmick is going to be hard to proc. I'm surprised, like, on this thing it's going to be hard if you need to land 6 out of 8. Lord Bonus, thank you for the 10. Santander, 44.3k health. Wait, what was Zhao's health pool these days? I just want to look at something. I've forgotten. What the fuck is... There it is. This is width. 44.9. 44. We're closing in. We're closing in. Close. One Zhao, roughly. Wait, how's the reload still 8 seconds? What? 3x3, 152, 16.2 range. Reload still 8 seconds. What? Whoa, 40% H pen. Dude, that really is abracadabra. Simsalabim, may my HE pen your armor. Like, that's the most magic spell I've ever seen. Holy shit. You literally, this is more than you can even spec for with IFHE. What the fuck? So you gotta land a lot of attacks to build up your mana pool, and then you can cast the spell of Super Armor Pen, and then you can deal damage. Truly, the thinking man's action game. Fair enough. Yes, here we go. Required shots, number of hits per salvo, 7 out of 9. 7 out of 9, interesting. World of Spell Ships, yep. 165k HE DPM. 165k HE DPM. Here? That's pretty oof. When you consider light cruisers are starting at roughly here. The better they get, the higher they are. 165. Isn't 160 sounds like gearing DPM, yeah. That's pretty off. Thank you, Kappa, for gifting us up to Nasuk. And Lord Bonus, I think I thanked you for the 10 months. ASW, 2 planes, 2 bombs, 4.2. Torpedoes, 2x4. 11.6. Range 9. Wait, suddenly you got Benson Torps. 11.6, 55. Reload 106. 1.1. This makes no sense. Why would the concealment stay 1. Okay, there's no consistency in their numbers anymore. Oh, the gearing is 216. You're right. It's like Shima DP. No. Is it? Mayhem Torps? Yikes. Benson Torps. Dreadful DPM. Pretty steep gimmick requirements. AE looks decent. Speed 33. Surface 12.7. Why is it suddenly 12.7? This is totally a skip the line ship, isn't it? This is one of those go fuck yourself ships that they intentionally make dogs to make you skip it, isn't it? 10.3. This is totally one of those go fuck. Oh, but it does have super heal. This one gets the super heal. Skip the line as in skip the tier 10 as well. Interesting. Wait. It has a lot of healing. With the flag, you heal 21k in this thing. Remember, this line can heal 50% citadel damage like the Royal Navy's. So you can print back half your HP pool. It might not be that... I mean, the DPM is going to suffer, but it might be like a cockroach, like it's hard to kill. It can print a new ship. It can print 2 new ships, in fact, if you run Superintendent. And this is going to scale really well with Survivability Expert. The problem is, though, to what do you need a light cruiser that doesn't deal damage, doesn't have any utility, and is simply hard to take down, provided you use HE? But AP, you're probably going to overmatch it and dev strike it anyway. So what is the use of that? Like, what is the value it brings? Maybe flat arcs? If it's anything like Vallejo flat arcs, then those can be pretty annoying. Like, Vallejo is... I've been farmed to shit by one of those, because I underestimated it, and I fought it in open water. And that thing has, like, railguns. If it's similar type of railguns that you can just farm across the map, you're constantly putting pressure, and you're hard to take down at range, because you're... I don't know, it might be very situational, but... We'll see. We'll see. This new line means that Elbing is going to be a lot more fun, though. That's true, that's true. Can't wait. Can't wait. Make Elbing great again. Vallejo has railguns? Well, Vallejo has really flat guns for a light cruiser. Like, they're surprisingly good at farming BBs and shit across the map. It's not like other light cruisers. San Martin. 50k health. Wait. More health than the Salem. Light cruiser, by the way. Interesting. 10 guns. 17 km range. Light cruiser. By the way. What the fuck? Wait, this is more than Zao and everything, though. Okay. 2.2, 6-second reload on 10 guns. What DPM? What's the DPM, boys? This has surely been calculated. What's the DPM? This has surely been calculated. This has surely been calculated. What's the DPM? $220? Is it? 220 HE. Okay. So, wow. Vallejo levels? Yodo levels. 100 shells every minute. True. Actually, it's exactly 6 seconds. So that's pretty easy to count. Yeah. That's pretty easy to count. Yeah. 220. You're right. So it should be almost exactly 220k DPM. So roughly here. So in terms of damage output, really underwhelming. But I assume they talked about the flat arcs, so I assume it's gonna have like Vallejo-like guns with very flat arcs, so it's gonna be easy to use them. Combat instructions. You need to land 8 out of 10 shells. Dispersion better be really fucking tight if you're gonna pull that off. If you do, though, you get the double bonus for a minute. If you pop this, though, with... What's the base pen? 30? Yeah, wow. That's actually pretty strong if you pop the gimmick. You gain what, 42? You go up to 42mm pen if you pop the gimmick. If you build IFHE, you're penning 50. Same as you kind of get Henry guns basically. So if you pop IFHE, you're penning. If you have IFHE, you pen 50 every time you proc this. And with this range, and I assume spotter plane, you can maybe farm Stalingrads and Moskvas and shit. The dispersion needs to be incredibly tight though, because you need to be landing 8 out of 10 shells fairly consistently. What happened to the improved rudder and stuff? You're right, I haven't seen that yet. Airstrike, 4.9. 8 km range, better than Ohio. Interesting, 2 bombs. 2x5, 17.5. 10. Whoa, this what? Average torps? What the fuck? These torps are nuts. 17.5, 10.5 km range, 66 knots, 1.3 detect. Aren't these like really good? How's that average? 17.5 puts you here. 10.5 range. Oh wait, we're got a lot of them here. Puts you here. You're next to the Jinan. 17.5. 1.3 detect. I guess they're somewhat average. Obviously, Z52 is crying. Yeah, the Germans are crying. I mean, for cruiser, they are somewhat average. Well, let's just never look at the poor bastards over here. These fucking poor bastards, because it's average for DD as well. This poor fucker, man. Look at this poor fucker. Z52, man. Jesus Christ. Best part is, it's got worse detect. It's got 1.4. Can you guys see it? 1.4 detect. It's got 1.4 km detect on these dog shit torpedoes. And meanwhile, this fucker has 1.3. Feels bad. Still, these are pretty strong. Oh, because you're going to be able to stealth storm. Yeah, these are pretty strong. You're going to be able to stealth storm. AA, good mid-range. 5 flak. 1890, 6.9. 34 knots. Where's this rudder shift? Wait, 11.4 rudder shift. That's... Didn't they talk about... Bonus to armor penetration of HE shells and ship's maneuverability, such as maximum speed, acceleration, and rudder shift time. The only thing we've seen all Devblog is this. Interesting. Well, with this ship, we can now unironically say that the Thunderer has better rudder shift than a light cruiser. So that's pretty cool. That's a Thunder moment, if you ask me. But the 11.4 for a light cruiser is kind of fucking brutal. They also talked about low HP pool. Wait, did they? Good rate of fire, but weak armor and a small supply. Okay, yeah, they did. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Man. Dude, how are they fucking able to contradict themselves within their own devblog? Like, within the same devblog. Like, how the fuck is that even possible? I don't get it, man. Still, surface detect 11.3. Interesting. 11.3 times 0.9, 0.9. 9.2 came conceal. It does 34. 39 knots. 9.3 conceal? You're not going to be able to catch up to it. That's for sure. Like, if you need to disengage in this thing, you land your fucking shells, and then you get your speed boost, and you get the fuck out of there. Also, you're dropping torps behind you. You're dropping these behind you as you disengage. Oh, and you have a super hill as well. Wow. Dude, what is South's place in the game these days? When this thing has... This is another light cruiser that has more health than it has, and it also has super heal. What? Oops. What was it? Whatever. 24k a pop. With survivability expert, more like 25k a pop. So you're gonna get... You're gonna print your entire ship 2 times over. And you got 17k range. And you got a spotter plane to increase that range. This thing is gonna be an absolute cockroach, isn't it? Like, absolute cockroach. It's gonna zip around at like 15 to 17. If it takes damage at further ranges, it's gonna zip around there and just farm you 24/7. And every time you think you're gonna get some damage in on it, it pops the super heal to recover it. I think it's gonna be an absolute cockroach. Even if you get some Citadel hits in on this guy, he's got 50% Citadel heal. So he can heal that most of that back as well. Zao range is 16.2. Yeah, it is. It is. So how the hell are you supposed to... How the hell are you supposed to deal with it? This is going to be really annoying, isn't it? It has no utility. Like, no radar, nothing like that. But it's just going to be absolutely frustrating to deal with, isn't it? If you don't... Only way to take it down, Dev Strike? Yeah. What the fuck is this? Why do those guns look so fucking small? American Battleship Illinois. That's a fucking Iowa. What? A variant of an Iowa-class battleship, which is re-equipped with more powerful anti-aircraft guns, of course it is, and what? 203mm main battery guns placed in quadruple gun turrets. No. What? What the fuck? What? Yo, seriously? There are still historical chips missing from this game, and instead we get this fucking shit. What the fuck, Wargaming? Real design, by the way? Yeah. The Soviet chips were real designs as well, by the way. Stalin wrote them on his fucking used toilet paper. They were real. What the fuck? The ship, unusual in its gameplay, has the highest rate of fire among the battleships in the game at the cost of its small gun caliber. This is literally, this is people who want cruiser DPM, but don't have the hands required to play a cruiser because they get themselves fucking dev-struck all the time. So they gave cruiser DPM to a battleship hull so they can sail around like fucking potatoes and still unload damage on people. This is tailor-made for this player base, isn't it? Improved ricochet angles for AP shells, of course, as well as a significant number of main guns will help you deal a lot of damage and constantly keep the enemy under fire. Wow! The battleship is most effective at medium range, can prove itself in close combat due to her secondary armament with improved... No fucking way! Illinois can gain quite high speed, but has poor maneuverability in combat. The ship can also have powerful air defense and an improved repair party consumable that restores more HP. Oh, what the fuck? What? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this shit? What is this shit? No fucking way. Oh, no. What am I fucking reading? Holy shit. Battleship BB-65 Illinois, named after the 21st US state, was ordered in September 1940. She became the fifth penultimate ship of the Iowa class. But the laying down and construction of Illinois was constantly delayed until at 22% readiness, further construction was cancelled in 1945. The battleship was excluded from the Navy Register, but the hull remained on the slipway until 1958. No spell button, right? It's a manaless champion. This is a new manaless champion in World of Warships. That's crazy. I've only gotten used to these new mana champions, so I don't know if I can play this thing. The battleship was excluded from the... Okay. Over the years that have passed from ordering to scrapping, several completion plans with a complete rework were proposed. For BB-65 and her sister ship who suffered the same fate, BB-66 Kentucky. Aircraft carriers, target ship for nuclear weapons test, anti-aircraft battleship, guided missiles. Okay. It seemed interesting to us at World of Warships to create an Isla-class battleship 203mm main guns. In 1946, it was even proposed to develop a new 4-gun turret with the same 203mm Mk-16 guns as Des Moines-class cruisers had. In the process of actual design, it turned out that this automated turret system required large internal alterations of the ship, which would have been more convenient to do with Illinois, since she was only barely a fifth of the way completed. Oh boy. 81.1k health. Isn't that more than Iowa? Wait, is it? Why would they give it more than Iowa? What? Isn't it? 79. Yeah, it's more. 81.1. It's more health than Iowa. 25% torpedo belt. That's the same. 3x4. 203. Fire range 18.5 km. What? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Maximum HE shell 2.8. 34mm pen. 40% functions, okay. Reload time, 10 seconds. 180 degrees, 30 seconds. 10-second reload. 10-second reload. On what? 280? Wait, what do we have? We have 10-second X Well, we got 12 guns to 800. What's 33? 600 times 6. Does this thing have 201,000 DPM? Yeah, 2,160 DPM. Wait, what about cruisers? Like, does it... Dude, what? It sits... What the... Why does it have 20% more DPM than the fucking Buffalo? Isn't it tier 9? It's a fucking tier 9. What about the Tulsa that was supposed to be a mini DM? It's gonna have the 5th most DPM of all cruisers at tier 9. Except it has better range than all the ones that have high DPM. Like the ones that have high DPM, look at their ranges. 18.5, the closest we get is Azuma. But then the DPM has dropped to 138k. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, 180 degree, 30 seconds. Maximum dispersion. 245 with 1.8 sigma. Are they giving it battleship dispersion? Are they giving it? This is gonna be the most dented ship I've ever seen. Because these are slow as fucking shells. These are slow. These are copy pasta. I'm pretty sure these are copy pasta DM guns, aren't they? They look very copy pasta. 823 sounds exactly like DM, doesn't it? Let me see. Where's my DM? 823 269. Yeah, exactly. It's DM guns. So these things have incredibly slow shell velocity. And you're going to be running around lobbing volleys. Not every 10 sec. I mean, I don't know if you're going to run dispersion or reload on this thing. I might run reload just for the memes. But it's going to be like a shotgun throwing DM shells every 10 seconds, 18 km away. That might be the dumbest. That's like a mobile game fucking ship, isn't it? It has improved pen angles, yeah. What the fuck? This seems so dented. This seems so dented. It seems kind of hilarious, but it also seems so dented. This and Halsey? Oh, that's a dream, isn't it? Looks memes to me. Yeah, it looks like absolute memes. I can't wait to see the people running range mode on these things. They are gonna exist. Battleship players love range. And you know there's gonna be a guy slapping the fucking range mode on, sitting at 20 km, and just like go across the map. AA? Secondary. Wait. Okay, 7k base, secondary range. That's not too brutal, but what is this AA? 529 mid. 8 flak. It's the same flak. 1610. Wait, where can I see DPS? DPM? Here we go. 483. Almost the same. Almost the same. 161. 161. Almost the same DPM. It's literally almost identical to Iowa. Wasn't it supposed to have improved AA? For 2.5, turning circle 930 and 17.2. 920. So, okay, almost identical. Half a knot slower. 15.9 surface detect. What does that give us? $12.9. What do you get on the Iowa? Is it the same? 12.7. So it's slightly worse. Heal is 535 or 28. What is Iowa heal? Is it a slightly improved one this guy gets? Yeah, it's the same slightly improved that the American BB line gets. It's US and BB heal. Interesting. Okay, this thing is gonna be absolutely dented, but I kind of want to play it. I feel like playing this thing is kind of like being lobotomized, but I kind of want to play it. It's gonna be very stupid. If it has good firing angles, though, it's gonna be absolutely brutal to try to push into this thing. Like, I can already see a angled kiting Illinois with all guns pointed at you, and you're trying to push into it, and you get slapped by an absolute ridiculous amount of damage. And unlike a Des Moines, you can't just overmatch it with 430s or 457s. It can bounce that. It sounds like the most dented thing I've ever heard, but can actually be kind of fun. I'm not sure if it's going to be fun to play against, though. I'm not sure how fun it's going to be to play against, but it can be fun to play. Another thing that looks like one of those meme ships people make in Ultimate Admirals. Yes. Basically, yes. Wow. Wonder if they're going to pull it. Wonder how long it's going to stay. Make it tier 10 and give it actual Des Moines reload. Please no. Please no. Battleships are weak, man. Wow. Okay, so that was literally one devblog. That was a big fucking devblog. Holy shit, that was one, and we got 3. Dude, they really had their schedule. They were fucking following my Instagram or Twitter, and they were like, oh, he's on vacation. Launch. Every devblog available.